Okay. Should be live. Let me. Okay. Okay. Grab this. Because someone decided they wanted to start without me. Okay. Finally. Oh my god. That took a while. But here we go. Today we have the first match of KL Season 4. This is Barcelona versus Berlin. Two pretty good teams. In the preseason, we saw Berlin dismantle ACV, mercying them. And Barcelona on the other side of another mission from Munchin. And as I say that, Arkishi, wow. Great shot on the far post. Seeing that this is an EU versus NA matchup, Berlin being the EU team and Barcelona being the NA team. We're in the EU half right now, so Barcelona will have their chance to come back, play a little stronger. Take a look at the lineups. For Berlin, we see them playing the 3-2-1. Arkishi and Pricks up top. Mr. Tekken Dian. Hannah, also known as Harris, at the CB. And Darius and Soldier Boy playing the fullback positions. On the Barca side, we see Natscat up top. Not too sure what's that about. Domain SCM, Mercano right mid. This was the left mid, and Darkside and Costi playing the CBs. The game is 1-0. Good cross by Insquisitive, and Natscat finds himself a goal. Wow. It's like every time I'm talking, they found, a goal habit. They focus. Barcelona, though being an NA team, they still have a strong core of EU players with Costi and Darkside. So as long as they could hold on in this EU matchup, they can go into the NA half strong and try to win this game. Crossed in by Mr. Tech. Harris unable to get a touch on the ball. Winner happy. Quite the figure in the kickoff community. Gets a nice catch on that. We see Costi bring up the ball on the right. Just looking for a pass. Ins is open on the left. Harris kind of baits it, waiting in the middle for the pass to be sent. Ball sent out left to Mr. Technique. Can Tech take his space? Tries to send it over to Arkishi. Bit of a miscommunication. Arkishi tried to run to the left as the ball went was sent to the right. He's Soldier Boy. A lot of space over on the right, but he decided to send the ball to Artistry. Darius in the left back. Bringing up the ball nicely. Ball sent down line to Artistry. One over to Mr. Technique. Crystal's in the box for a cross. Gets a touch on it, but Darkside able to position himself in front of the shot. Well blocked. Soldier Boy bringing it down the line against Domain. Gets past him. Kind of looking up for a cross again. Great block by Darkside. Berlin just kind of playing for the crosses only. Not really much ball movement in the middle. Darius bringing the ball up on the left. Tries to send it through the Arkish, but Mercano finds himself on the end of that one. It's a pretty slow game. Berlin not really taking advantage of the fact that they have the regional advantage. Kind of playing it around the wings mostly, but Barcelona, if you look at that play right there where Mr. Tech was looking for a pass, Barcelona was kind of stacking the mid. So I think their game plan is to force them on the cross, which is a good idea, seeing that they have Artistry and they're limiting the amount of space that he can take to create his goals. Mr. Technique brings it down the line, looks for another cross, tries to find Prixual. Darius, top box left, can he find a shot? It's because it's goaltending. Wow, that was a bit of goaltending there. I don't know if the ref caught that one, but he was working in the box. Ball out left to Domain. Kind of just taking his time. Moved it around in the back line. Dark side on the left back. Has a lot of space ahead of him. Misses his touch. Rachel, not a good touch by him either. Sends it straight back to Costi. Domain. In the mid. 2 on him. Great slide by Tech. Ball sent middle to Prixual. Can he take advantage of the situation? Tries to find a shot. Pulls it back. Bit of lag by me. Oh lord. A great save by Winner. Really good save. Arkishi finds his way around Mercano. Juggle. Is he going to go for the shot? No, he doesn't even touch the ball. Unlucky. Barcelona, they're holding up pretty strong. But as I say that, Prixual gets the ball again. Can he find a shot? Ball sent to Mr. Technique. Not able to get a touch on it. Slide over to Arkishi on the left. He has 3 on him. Is he going to go for the shot? Kashi tries to jump and get a block on it. Arkishi still has the ball in the middle. Goes for a shot, though, able to block it. Wow. Yeah. This is pretty intense. Right now, I'd say the better team, though the stats. Oh, okay, and Mercano just kicked it out. Though the stats might not show it, Berlin is playing better, but it is their region, and Barcelona is holding on. So, as long as they can get into NA with this score, they can use their players like Domain to find them goals, work it up the midfield. Technique. Ball sent far right to Soldier Boy. Finds himself at the top of the box right. Cross sent in. Great block. Great block by Darkside. This backline of Costi and Darkside is really, really strong. Especially when all of the midfielders drop back to help them. They have a really strong core in the box. Not much crosses are able to find their way through. Harris in the middle. Sends it over to Mr. Tech. Lands on Domain's head. Domain just playing it slow. But this is all they need to do. They just need to not concede any more goals. Just wait until they go on their region and abuse that. Ball sent far right to Mercano. Great run. Has Nascat on the over. Arkishi's gonna go to double ends. Not a good pass. Not able to find Nascat's feet. Ball sent out. Good chance for Barcelona. One tap pass and a cross, and That could be a goal. Ball sent to the right back. Osti. Taking his space. Nothing fancy. Tries to give it a dark side, but that was really risky. Crucial was almost able to get a touch on that. Dark side moving it around on the right. In the middle of the domain. Arkishi's lurking in that far right position. Well, far left for his team. Waiting for a mistake like this to happen, but Kosti, luckily, reaches the ball before Tech. That could have been bad. This is a great press by Berlin. Volcano's on Arkishi in the box. Your technique goes for the cross. A bit too far ahead. I think Volcano was positioned beautifully there. So, even if Ark got it, would have been, wish it would have been blocked. Arkishi tries to get around Natscat. Great defense by Nat. We're about to see how much extra time. There's 1 minute. 1 minute extra time. Wow. This is looking really good for Barcelona. And as I say that, they pick it out well. Yeah. It's only 50 seconds. There's about 50 seconds left. I'd say this is a win for Barcelona. Though it's tied, I'd say that they've won this half. It being not their region. Ball brought up mid by Mr. Technique. Tries to take on 3. Kicked out of bounds by, I think that was in or dark side. Not too sure. Ball taken by Harris. Mr. Technique gets around dark side. Goes for another cross. Blocked by Ins? Was that it? I really can't tell. My eyes aren't working. Ball in the middle. Is Mr. Technique going to go for another cross? Great slide by dark side. Wow. Berlin is really shut down. They're not making any ball movements in the middle. It's just all crosses. Wow. For one of the strongest EU teams, I really thought they would have abused the fact that Arkishi can take that mid space, but Barcelona's playing strategically well against them, stacking up the middle whenever they see that they're going for the cross, just not allowing them to create that space in the mid to find his shots. Another cross sent, blocked again. Oh my god. This is a really good showing, and that's half. 1-1. Wow. This is going to be a really good game going into NA. We can see how well Arkishi does on the NA half. Gonna look at the stats. We have Natscat finding himself the cross from ins. Winner happy with 4 saves. Really, really good showing by Winner. Arkishi with the 1 goal. Harris with the 1 assist. Okay. This is looking really good. Like, really, really good. Wow. Okay. Now we go into and then And the second half begins. Are we doing the walk-ups again? Ref? Hello? This ref. This ref. Are we trolling? It's fine. The show must go on. Are there any differences in the lineup? No. No. Wait. Nope, there is a change in the lineups. Frickshul is now CM. And Mr. Technique has gone to forward. But other than that, and Jason is now Chica. For Barcelona. Huh. Second half. 1-1. The NA side of things. This is Barcelona's server. In the EU half, got Barcelona put up a really good defensive masterclass, only allowing one goal, and it being an early concede, so you can't really hold it for that. Try to find their group. We see Darkside running up the line. Miscommunication by Ins. I think Ins thought he was gonna go for the cross. Costi able to recover the ball. Barcelona just playing patient. Gonna look for their opportunities. Nats Gat almost able to get a touch on that, find himself a goal. Too big of a touch. Ball sent down on the artistry. Finds himself between Costi and Merck. Goes for the shot. Great save by Jason. Well positioned on that. Harris able to pick himself up the ball. Shot by Mr. Technique. Great block by Costi. And Ins getting in the way of that. Almost conceding an own goal, basically. Orkino getting a touch on it. Accidentally sends it to Mr. Technique. Great ball by Mr. Tech. Picture just a bit confused on where the ball is. Harris picks up the ball again. Ball sent out by Barcelona. Wow. The pressure is still on for Barcelona, though it being their server. They're still having a hard time keeping that pressure off of them. Mr. Tech on the left. Tried to find a gap. Orkino fighting for the ball. Mr. Tech still has it. Corner kick to Berlin. Cross sent. Romain perfectly reads the cross. Intercepts it right at his feet. Tech on the left again. Cross sent in. Great block by the Barcelona defense. Barcelona unable to start a counter with that one. Moving around in the back line. Really high press by Berlin. Giving them no space to start an attack. Kano missing his touches. Ball sent feet to Domain. He has Ins out on the left. Pressed in the mid by 2. Ball still left to dark side. Orkano open on that far right switch. Kind of running in mid a bit. Ball sent feet mid to Domain. Out left to Ins. Can Ins go for the cross? Or is he going to... Ins is probably just going to go for a cross. Why so far out though? What the? Great touch by Mercado. Peppa well placed on that. Dark side reads the ball a bit. Mr. Tech tries to take his 2 on the wing. Cross sent in. Catch by Jason. Wow. Berlin is making this really easy for Barcelona defensively wise. They're just with such good core defenders like Domain, Costi, and Darkside. Like Berlin is playing right into their strengths of winning the one-on-one battles in the box, and in all their confidence, they're just letting them cross. I feel like that's not good. Berlin needs to try to find something else. They can't play it mid to arc because he's just going to get completely shut down with the amount of people that they have in the mid. They can't cross because their cross defense is really strong. So they're going to have to find something else. Looks like in the chat, Exquisite is trying to get a sub, but there hasn't been a dead ball yet for him to enter the game. Ball sent. Switch far right to Frictional. 1-on-1 with Darkside. Cross the in. Great cross to Harris. Can he... Great block by Domain. I was about to say, can he find a goal off this one? But Domain positioned just well enough to keep himself in front of the ball. Tries to clear that one. Arkashvi finding his way into the box. Tries to juggle over Costly, find the shot, but great clear. Wow. Man of the match? I don't even know. Can we get like 3 people, like just the entire Barcelona defense as man of the match? This is a really great showing by them. Completely shutting down Berlin offense. It's your technique. That's his 1-on-1. Not able to get a touch on that. To find his shot. And now I think we're going to see the Exquisite sub. Exquisite subs out for Winner Happy. I think Itadori was supposed to sub and not Winner. Okay. Cross that in. Domain. Domain tries to find Nascat or Winner. Able to get the pass through. Ball sent far right to Arkashri. Can he finally score a goal? Volcano able to get a slight touch on it to disrupt the dribble. Ball lands straight back into the Barcelona defense. Kano bringing the ball here up on the right. Shuffles his way down the line. Is he gonna go for a cross? No. Ball stolen by Darius. Through ball attempt to Arkashri. Too far. Oh, this game is, I don't know. This game is just offense versus defense. Arkashri. Through. Good slot attempt by Domain. Jason read it perfectly. Great save by Domain. I mean by Jason. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on. Everything's happening so fast. Ark was through. Hits it top corner. Bounces out. Jason did a perfect dive, but hit the corner. Fell back at his feet. Domain was able to find himself in front of that one. Just, I don't know. The Arkashri trying to take his one now on the right side against Dark side. Dark side bringing it up. He has Domain in the middle. Finds Natscat, but not able to get a proper touch on it. Sends it over to Domain. Domain not able to get a proper touch on it. Finds its way to Harris. Harris sends it down line to Dark side and Arkashri. I think Dark side's gonna get that one, but he has no stam. Where's the offsides? He's offsides, but he takes too long. Arkashri is able to cover the ball. Cross sent in, and Kassi's there. This is Wait, why is Exquisite not going in? Hello? Wait, is there a bug? Wait, what? That's an illegal sub. No? What? Wait, what just happened? Wait, what? I'm confused. Oh, ref the... Oh, yes, ref disabled stuff. Why? What? What's the ref doing? I don't think that's something you should be touching. Kinda unnecessary. Okay. Don't know what happened there. Kosty. Right back, taking up his space. Ball sent down line to Mercano. Not able to get a touch on it before Darius. 1-on-1 on this wing. Kosty and Tech. Tech finds his way around Kosty. Ball sent middle to Prickshul. This is a good counter by Berlin. Pass attempt to Soldier Boy, but a bit too far ahead. Itadori trying to dribble his way out. Ball sent down line to Natscat. He has Domain one over, and Mercado running up on the far right. Not really a good pass by Natscat. Just completely sold that offensive attempt. Oh my. Just gave away that one, and unluckily, Arkishi finds himself the ball. Tries to send it to Prickshul. Great interception by Domain. Domain can't give it to Mercado on the far right. Shot. Attempt. Gets it off to Tech on the left. Juggle. Shot. Good block by Costi. Ball set out. Wow. Are we going to go 20 minutes and see a 1-1 game? Or is it going to go to a draw? This is... Wow. What a game this is. It's actually a really close game. Wow. Itadori picks up the ball. Mid through to Nat. Nat just slightly too far behind on that one. Mr. Tech. What an artistry. Lands on Costi's head. Great slide by Ark. Can Prickshul find a shot on this one? Tries to cut in, but Darkside reads it perfectly. Gets a touch on that. Domain's going to pick it up in the middle. Finds Natscat feet in the mid. Can Natscat start a counter? Goes out on the far right. He has Itadori running up on the left. Is he going to... Sends it left to Itadori. He has Domain back in the mid. He has Mercado on the far right as well. Are they going to go for a cross? Itadori takes this one down line. Tries to get past Soldier Boy. Unable to get past him. Soldier Boy picks it up. And gives it off to Prickshul in the middle. Wow. Like the play dies before they can even officially start it. 2 minutes left for extra time. Costi kicks it out. Ball sent far right to Soldier. Free shot. Great patience by Jason. Great patience. Jason tries to give it to dark side, but Costi steals it. Dark side just playing it back and forth with Costi. Itadori finds itself down the line again with Soldier Boy. Gets past him. Is he going to go for the cross? Cross sent in. Domain. Great save by Peppa. Oh my. Barcelona was able to outnumber them in that situation, but now they're outnumbered here on defense. Marquinhos going to have to make his way down. RPG tries to find his way through. Over dark side. No. This can't be it. Great shot by Artistry, and he finds it in the back of the net. Jason not able to get a touch on it. Oh my gosh. That's the Artistry that we have been missing the entire game. Has the 3-on-1 in the middle, and it just works his way through. Finds that juggle over dark side. Gets through for the shot. Jason just one-on-one. There's not much he could do against, you know, the best player in kickoff history. Tech tries to find a through. Can Barcelona try to get one more goal to tie it up, but no. Berlin's probably just going to time waste. Wow. Wow. The crucial moments of the game. Artistry does what Artistry does best, and that's find his own goals. Great pass by Artistry. Mr. Tech. Can they make it 3-1? Not much Jason could do. Great shot attempt by Tech. Jason read that perfectly. There's 13 seconds left. Can Barcelona do it, or has Artistry sealed the deal? For Berlin. Costi. Beat mid to Domain. Outright to Mercado. Last play of the game. Is he going to go for the cross? Mercado positions himself for the cross. Blocked by Darius. Throw in. Everyone is on the Berlin half. Can they capitalize off of this? All Berlin has to do is clear it, and they win the game. Nasca has the ball. Throwing a Tech. Still Barcelona ball. This is close. Mr. Tech gets it. Costi crossed it in. And it's cleared by Harris. And that's the game. 2-1. Wow. I wasn't even able to get stats. Costi just left so quickly. Wow. Honestly left so quickly. Wow. What a game. 2-1. KSV getting both goals for Berlin. Sealing the deal at the end with 1 minute remaining. 1v3 on the counter. Does it all by himself. What a game. What a game. That was beautiful. Let's see if I can get... Do I want to do an interview? No, I do not. Yeah, okay, that's it for me. I was gonna do an interview, but I don't feel like doing it. Goodbye. Actually, no. I'll get Mr. Technique. I'll see if Mr. Technique can come on. Let's see if we can get Mr. Tech or Harris. I'll do Harris. Anyone. Anyone. Please interview someone. Okay, I guess not. They're taking too long. Well, then that's it.